Hello, my name is Kylie Kissel. I'm a teacher at Wolf Creek Public Schools in Central Alberta, and this is my first ever blog. While planning for my first blog, I wanted to make sure I would talk about something that was important to me, but also relevant to all teachers. I'm sure that your schools and educational systems are putting a lot of resources and time into developing and improving student literacy, which they should. I don't know anyone who would disagree that how a student communicates their ideas will be one of the most important skills that will make them successful during and after their education. Now, a little bit about me. My mother was an elementary teacher. In fact, she taught me grade 1 and grade 3. So needless to say, books were never hard to come by in my house, and reading was strongly supported by my parents. I remember in grade 4, when we'd go to the libraries to check out books, I was one of the only students who could go to the grade 6 level books and pull out the Hardy Boys. I loved them. They were my Harry Potter. I couldn't get enough reading about them. So while preparing for this blog, I reached out to my mom and I asked her, what was it like to have to deal with reluctant readers and strong readers in your class? Being a strong reader, I couldn't imagine what she was going through over those decades of working with students. And what she said surprised me. She said, Kylie, you were a reluctant reader in grades 1 and 3. In fact, I couldn't get you to open a book. So I had to sit back and think, what changed? Why did I change from being a reluctant reader to a reader? And calling my mom actually led me to more questions than she did answers. And the question is, how and when did I develop a love for this language? That's what I view our role as educators right now, helping students make the connection to either reading, writing, or the digital literacy skills that will make them successful in the future. You know, and we have it lucky today. Teachers have access to resources, skills, and strategies to help our students become more successful. We are seeing improvements to our students, the gains they're making, and their level of understanding to our language, but we're not seeing that at 100%. And because not all of our students were seeing 100% success, I had to have some critical conversations with teachers. They want to get back to how they were taught and move back in time to make sure that all of our students saw success. Those conversations were challenging, and I had a hard time communicating why we need to move forward instead of moving back. John Dewey said it best. He said, if we teach today's students as we taught yesterday's, we rob them of tomorrow. But quotes are great, and although I felt that we needed to move forward, not backwards, I wasn't able to communicate why until I stumbled onto a biography about Theodore Suess and how he wrote The Cat in the Hat. It all came from a challenge through a Life magazine article in 1954. Tracking down that article, I was surprised and shocked at how Hersey, a Pulitzer Prize winning author, was a reluctant reader like me growing up, and how society 64 years ago was having the exact same conversation about literacy in our students today. So let's look ahead and rather than back, because we still had the same problems we have today that we had 64 years ago. But how can we start making improvements and having our students see gains? I don't have a magic answer, but I do have 3 resources that I'd like to share with you to help you redefine how you are approaching literacy in your classroom in general. Resource number 1, Daniel Pink's Drive. This book will help you better understand how to motivate your students and to keep them motivated and work hard in your class. Resource number 2, Adam Grant's Originals. This book helped me better understand the students that I knew I didn't understand that well, and why they made some of the decisions and actions that they did in my class. The last resource, Simon Sinek's Find Your Why. Once you find your why, it's easier to help students find theirs, and they'll find it quickly and easily with your guidance. I hope this blog was fun and helpful, and that I didn't rant too much, but I'm always looking for some feedback or for someone to collaborate, so please feel free to reach out, and thank you for taking your time.